I am headed back from the scan. Everything went great. It's pretty awesome. There was a brand new scan machine, and so it cut the time down of the scan by quite a bit. Before, I think we were at like 35 minutes, and this scan was probably like 20 minutes. And probably like 8 years back, my scan was probably close to an hour. So the machines keep improving, the technology gets better and better. There was a lot of new features like making it more comfortable where I set my hands and you're not inside the tubes like claustrophobic as much. It's kind of nice. I know a lot of the bougie hospitals like City of Hope and MD Anderson and places like that, they've got nice PET scanners, but I think we're finally catching up with the technology where I am. Still have some pretty intense shingles pain, lost taste and smell. So now what happens? We wait for the results. I get them either later today or the next day. I don't meet with my doctor until the week after next, but patients have rights, and I've learned from the beginning in the first year that I'm not gonna wait. Why should I sit here and wait for 2 weeks and the results are done, and they're not hard to interpret once you get a little handle on what the results mean. I've had to go in and demand my rights in scan centers and get in touch with the radiologist before. In the end of the day, I've never really had to wait more than a day or two to get my results. So if we get what is called a dirty scan, that means that we might have progression of disease. So this would be the second progression, and under lymphoma where I am right now, after you do bone marrow transplant, and I've been through multiples of those, you're no longer staged, you're past the point of staging. And once you progress, after you fail an allogeneic transplant for lymphoma and you continue progressing, you're considered terminal, which is my status right now. And if we got a good scan, we'd have some options. We'd probably continue on the chemo we're doing now for a while. I've been fooled before where I thought, oh man, the scan is gonna be bad, and then it was great. And then I've had other times where I was like, the scan's gonna be great, and it was really bad. So you can't really tell. And after over 50 of these scans and just learning a lot about how to handle these, I treat it like a spa treatment. Occasionally, I think a few scans ago, it got to me a little bit, but for the most part, like today, it just doesn't bother me. Whatever the outcome is, I'm good. I know that no matter what, my faith is just gonna grow stronger and stronger, like gold refined in the fire. It comes out pure, like it says in the Bible. No matter what happens, be refined in the fire. I'm gonna come out better than before, and what the heck, if I get moved to heaven, it's God's choice, and He's the best father possible, and I've laid enough behind for lessons, I think, for my kids to learn. And I don't want to move to heaven. I'm not ready yet myself, but if God says so, then I'm ready. And what is this time? It's a mist. It's less than a mist. It's an atom of a microatom in just 10,000 years. So in eternity, this is nothing. This time is nothing. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to fight with everything. And I continue to fight with everything I have. Lots of side effects going on. I've got crazy pain in my body, next level pain. We had a situation a couple weeks ago where I've had, we don't know if it's shingles or tumor pain, but intense pain that was the same as some of the shingles pain I've had before, going down my neck and upper back and down my arm into my fingers. So I have neuropathy all the time in my fingers and toes, and now it's just intensified on my right side, and there's this crazy pain. So we think it was from psychosomatic symptoms of loving and just caring so much that she picked up my symptoms for a day, and oh man, she was crying and almost screaming in pain, and it's a very difficult pain to get a handle on it. I've had the fortune of training, and getting used to these things for years, and how to manage pain and how to deal with it and how to move my posture and breathing techniques and checking my heart rate and mind things and everything like that, and putting myself to abide in God in the deepest level. So for her to get that, if she had the same symptoms as me, that's crazy. We don't know what happened. It have been just random coincidence, but I doubt it. She also has had it in some other areas where I haven't even told her that I was suffering, and she had that. So we've been working through that, and this is actually common in caretakers, especially females. I think I saw a research study where I think it was 60% more females than males experience those psychosomatic symptoms when they're caregivers. That's why it's really important to have a good network, to be able to reach out and to be able to express what you're going through and communicate and vent and connect with others that are going through the same thing as caretakers. There's a lot of Facebook support groups. There's a lot of people. I've been working to put those elements a little bit more heavily into Ara's life, which gets hard because we're parents of 4 kids. We've been working a lot lately. Thank God that I've been able to work a lot. Battling the cancer stuff is a lot of challenges. So she's going through a lot, but she's a tough girl, and we're very kind of surprised with that psychosomatic symptom thing or whatever is going on there. But today she's had a good day. She's feeling good, and relative to, you know, maybe if I'm a normal person, I'm probably screaming in agony and running to the emergency room. But that's the beauty of being able to go through suffering. You gain so much, you get a lot stronger, and then you're able to help others that are going through a similar situation. And I gotta say, yes, this week I've put in a lot of time in the gym in between work. I encourage other cancer patients or other those with health problems, if you're not doing exercise and diet, you're selling yourself short. Or if you're completely reliant on the medical treatment or anything else besides taking responsibility for your own health with healthy exercise and diet, you don't need to get crazy with it, then you're giving up, you're quitting, and you're just gonna make the treatment much less effective. If you really are gonna take the time to go get chemotherapy or some kind of medical treatment for cancer, you need to take responsibility and get moving and have somewhat of a healthy diet and take action to live healthy. I really put a lot of time into those areas because I've learned that is more important than the treatment that I'm getting. That's why I survived all these chemos. I am the world record holder. And anybody wants to challenge me, bring it on. I believe I'm the world record holder and the most scans as well. Anybody wants to challenge me, let's go. So you got to put in the work, and I've put in probably an average of 5 hours a day, which includes even when I'm asleep sometimes, some kind of exercise, breathing or postural exercise. That is the reason why I'm able to sustain these poundings on my body. It's like training for a fight. You train and you train, and the better shape you're in, the more you're going to be able to sustain in terms of taking shots, and you're going to be, if you get hurt, you're going to be stronger. If you're in the military and you're combat, the better shape you're in, you're going to be under crazy circumstances and duress. You're going to be able to focus. So those are the things I train my body. I've done a lot of cold plunging lately, just some crazy workouts. I'm always hacking and changing and studying and looking at what different elements of training are doing to my body and different elements of eating are doing to my body. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Please share it. Get the word out. Still trying to make something of this and get the message out. I believe that I have something of value to give to others through the last decade of what I've gone through and studying my body, and from my past before that prepared me for this. And I worked very hard, and I continue to work hard, and I'm just so grateful for the encouragement and prayers in these videos, maybe because of that. So I've got to express that, my gratitude, and I've got to share what I've learned the best I can. So thank you so much. Love you guys.